Remember that chronic disease only occurs when you lose the ability to make new cells that work. So that leads us to the question, well, what's it take to make a new cell that works? Well, first of all, you have to have minus 50 millivolts of voltage or energy. You have to have all the materials it takes to make a cell, and then you have to deal with any toxins that damage cells as fast as you make them. So if we look at the nutrition piece, one of the important things to realize is that if you go through the physiology books and identify things it takes to make cells, we have over 100 things that are necessary for us to make cells and to make them work correctly. So if you think about all of these bottles out here, if you took this many and added at least that many more in, you'd have to take one of each of those things every day to be sure that you have everything it takes to make a cell and to make it work correctly. Well, obviously taking somewhere near 100 different pills every day is both annoying and expensive. And you don't know whether you're getting too much or too little of some substance, because oftentimes there's more or less of things duplicated in them. So one of the things that we did is went to a biochemist and said, we want to put everything into one container that it takes to make a new cell and to make it work correctly. And so the rules were, however, that there were no preservatives, no fillers, no GMO, no soy, everything in methylated form and the purest on the planet. So we came up with this product called Restore, which has almost everything in it that it takes to make new cells and to make them work correctly. There were certain things we couldn't put in the same container because if they are set on a shelf for a few months, then they interact with each other and can damage each other. But it's fine to have them in your stomach at the same time, just not set it on the shelf for a while. So we then have this system that provides everything it takes to make a new cell and to make it work correctly. So the majority of things are in here, and you just take a scoop of this powder and make a smoothie with it for breakfast. Then you take some of the raw materials, which is basically has every known vitamin, every known mineral, every known amino acid in it, in the proper balance. And then you have to have iodine, but in addition, for iodine to work and for your stomach to work correctly, you have to have B1, iodine, zinc, and in order to get the zinc to absorb, you have to have fulvic so that it'll absorb, and then you have to have selenium to make your thyroid work. So all of that's present in here. Then you have to have your digestive system to work. Otherwise, you can eat a perfect diet, but you're still starving because you can't digest it. And so we have every known digestive enzyme in here, and you take that with your foods so that you're sure that it's going to be digested. Then if you're over 40, you need to take this product called Neo40, which creates nitric oxide, which is in control of your circulation and thus the amount of oxygen you get to the tissue. So an important thing to remember is that this is a system. If you just take this, you're missing about 50 other things that your body needs. Same thing, if you just take this, you're missing another different 50 things that the body needs. Or if you take this, but don't take some other brand that doesn't have the cofactors that you need, the B1, iodine, zinc, etc., then this doesn't work. So remember that this is a system. And when you take this system every morning, you have everything you need to make new cells that work. And then whatever else you eat today is just for fuel, so that the body has the fuel to function and get through that day. So this system replaces all of that and more. Now some people say, well, all I need is a bottle of multivitamins and some protein powder and I'm just fine. Well, those are just fine, but you're missing maybe another 50 to 70 things that your body needs if that's all you do. So it's important to recognize that you need everything to make the cells work correctly.